Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video. Today is 11/11. This is my first year of being completely sober. So I want to thank my family, my friends, all the people who don't even know that have helped me. I've learned a lot of lessons, and I want to share them with you. Someone who's trying to stay sober, someone who wants to get sober, and family and friends who might not understand how to help someone who's trying to get sober. So let's go over a few things. We're going to hit some topics. I'm not going to go into great detail. I can break them down into other videos. Leave a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And we'll go from there. All right? So the first thing I want to talk about is in sobriety, whether it's food addiction, alcohol addiction, shopping, whatever it is, you need to have a 365 contact, or AA likes to call them sponsors. This person is going to be available to you any time of the day, any day of the year. Now, it's a big thing to ask someone to do that. So if you can't find one person to do it, find two, find three, have them split it up into different hours. That is going to help you when you're at your low and you really want to use, you really want to go to your addiction. Give that person a call. Maybe they can come over. Maybe it's just someone to talk to. It has helped me. I still have one to this day. I got a few. And they have helped me along my journey. There have been times where I've been so low. I call these people. They turn my thinking around. And I'm right back to staying sober. Second thing, triggers. Triggers, a lot of people will know the obvious triggers. For instance, you're going to a concert. You know there's going to be drunk people. You know there's going to be people using. You know there's going to be that junk food. That you can mentally prepare yourself for. The triggers I want to talk about that you might not realize, and I didn't realize, are the unexpected triggers. These are ones that come up out of nowhere. You're just watching TV. Boom, an alcohol ad comes up. And there's people having fun. You're like, man, I just want to drink. There's those. You get a bad phone call. You have a bad day at work. Things that just come up out of the blue. So be on the lookout for these triggers and mentally prepare yourself for ones that come out of the blue and have a plan. The plan, which leads me to the next thing, is having a sober toolbox, I like to call it. This is something either mentally or on a phone or in a journal that you can go to, and you can pull out those quotes that are just really inspirational. You can go to YouTube and look at inspirational videos. Anything that helps you feel better about being sober, and that is going to really change your mindset. That everything's okay, you're doing the right thing. Stay strong and keep up the good work. That kind of brings me to social media. Social media is so big. Everyone's on their phones. Everyone goes to it. So you can hide certain ads on Facebook. You can hide the alcohol ads. If you need info on that, let me know. Friends. You got those friends that they're your friends, but they're more like your friends that you might use with, or friends that post stuff which really just kind of doesn't help with your sobriety. You don't have to unlike your friends. What you can do is unfollow your friends, and you can also take a break from social media. I mean, that's a great thing. I've done it so many times. Give yourself some space. Take like a Facebook, Instagram vacation. Let's see, what's next? Falling or having a relapse. Now, some people have these, some people don't. Me personally, it's taken me 6 times to finally learn lessons and get to where I am now. That doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. But if it does, another plan. Have a plan if you do fall. Now, don't be fooled and use that as a crutch. Like giving yourself an extra chance at getting sober, because that's not what it's there for. But if you do fall, get back up and start over, one day at a time. I still live one day at a time. Just because I made it a year doesn't mean that I'm in the clear. It's not like that. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifestyle. But just have that ready. Get that mind thinking. And remember, this is your own journey. You can follow someone's path up until a certain point and then break off and make your own journey. You know, everyone's path to sobriety is different. So don't let someone tell you, you gotta go to AA, you gotta go to NA, you gotta go to Smart Recovery, that's the only way to do it. I don't believe that any of those are the right way or the wrong way. I think, personally, try taking bits and pieces from what people have to offer, and, you know, make this journey your own. It feels really good when you really make it your own journey. Another thing to prepare yourself for is vivid dreams of using. This happens to almost everyone who's recovered from any addiction. Any problems. We all have nightmares from time to time. So prepare yourself that if you do have one of these vivid dreams, that it's all right. Deep breath. Maybe call your 365. Maybe write it in a journal so you can reflect on it later and what's really going on. Let's see, what else to talk about. Watch out for new addictions. This is a big one. You're going to have this, I don't want to really call it a void, but you're going to have this free time. You don't realize how much your addictions kind of take up a lot of your mental thinking, a lot of the way you act, what you do, where you go. Now, don't look at this negatively, because this is great. You get freedom to now pursue anything that you haven't pursued in the past. Whether it be volunteering, groups, sports, hiking, like so many activities that you couldn't do with a hangover or couldn't do when you're coming down from that high. And reach out to new friends, talk to family you haven't talked to in a while. But be on the lookout for negative new addictions. And some examples might be shopping. You got free time, you got extra money, now you start shopping. Don't overdo it. Food addiction's big. People want to fill that void with those sweets and those fats. Some good examples, going to the gym. See a lot of people going to the gym afterwards. It's kind of like a healthy / addiction for some people. But just beware of those things, and start brainstorming of some things that you want to do that you haven't had a chance to do in so long, and look at doing some of those new things. It's really a blessing with a lot of freedom. So be on the lookout for that. The false sense of sobriety. This I get every time, and I know everyone who has been sober has had the same thing happen. This is when you're about 2 weeks in, maybe a month. You're riding that high of, look at me, I'm sober, I'm killing it. And you're like, I got this. Like, I can have a drink or two. I can do a little whatever. And your addiction tells you, you can have one, you can have two. You go out to a restaurant, you have, for me, it was red wine with a nice steak. And I'd go to a restaurant, I'd have that red wine with that steak. I'd come home, and I'd be like, man, I did it. Like, I did it. I just had one drink. I can do this. I guarantee somewhere down the road, you will visit the bottom of the bottle very soon afterwards. Don't do it. Don't feel that false sense of sobriety. It's day work. It's hard work. But it's totally doable. Totally doable. I don't like to use the term baby steps. To me, you think of baby steps. These are hard steps. Hard steps. So when you hear me referring to hard steps, I'm talking about baby steps. Those first couple days are gonna suck because your life is changing for the better. Like, it's good hard steps. But just remember that you do have a problem, a disease, and you are taking the initiative and you're moving forward, and you can do this. Positivity is gonna be so good for you. And that brings me to, which a lot of people have asked me, how do I know if I have a problem? Like, the stigma of an alcoholic, you think a guy on the side of the road, a guy just drinking, bumming all the time, drinking Mad Dog, 2020s, whatever, drinking OEs. No, it's not like that. It is for some people, and same with drugs. You think of heroin addict, you think of dirty, slimy stigma, or crackhead from like the 80s. It ain't like that. It's your neighbor, it's your friend, it's your family, old, young. It doesn't matter. Drugs, alcohol does not care how much money you make. It does not care where you live. They are everywhere. So how do you know if you have a problem? Very simple. If it's affecting the health of you or the health of someone else and having negative effects. For instance, if you have driven under the influence, you're affecting potentially your health and the health of someone else's. That's a dangerous. That's not good. If you're using money that you should be spending on child support or groceries or bills, that's negative. That's not good. You know, you got to take care of your responsibility. So if you're neglecting those, you might want to look into saying, hey, you know what? I got an issue. I need a little help. Help's out there. Believe me, there is a lot of help. Books, motivational, inspirational videos. So many celebrities are sober that you probably don't even know. I mean, Danny Trejo just got 51 years sober. That guy is my man. That guy I look to for inspiration all the time. Let's see, what else? Lastly, I'm going to end this video with what I do every morning that helps start your day on the right foot. It's called 3 times thankful. When you get up, be thankful for 3 things. That's it. Just be thankful for 3 things. For instance, today, I was thankful for a roof over my head. It's simple. I was thankful for having 2 beautiful kids. And I'm thankful that I get to have this sobriety of 1 year. So again, thank you to all my friends and family. Thank you to all the people who have given me support. Thank you to the people who don't even know that you have helped me. I also want to mention another thing that helped me get sober was Facebook sober groups. They're private. I can send you in the right directions if you want. And let's see, anything else? Oh, if you have a serious problem, I'm not a doctor. This is just what has worked for me. So take bits and pieces from it. Again, make this journey your own. And if you need help right away, please call 911. Please do the right thing. This world needs you. The storm will pass, one day at a time. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Stay sober, my friends. Take care.